And bloody Anzac Day coming up on Friday.
Friday.
I was in the reserves for 16 years.
Right.
So I volunteered to go to Vietnam, but I was doing my apprenticeship as a plumber. That's my trade, plumber by trade.
Right.
But I don't do any much plumbing stuff now, you know. 72.
Oh, mate, look, next time we get a leaky tap in the in the bathroom sink, I know where to come.
Yeah, it's just little jobs I do. And I work up here at the Margate Tip on a Monday and a Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday, tomorrow, I'm at 21.
Like in the reuse shop thing, or?
Work in the digger, 21.
Oh, on the digger, okay, yeah.
I've driven diggers now for about 40 years, ex-wagons.
Right.
But maybe
Fantastic.
my wife was pretty quick here, what, 7 years ago now. I retired to look after her. I retired on a Tuesday and she died 2 days later.
Oh, jeez,
Yeah,
mate.
And
I'm sorry, that's awful.
So I work up there 2 days a week.
Keep busy, mate. Keep your mind occupied.
That's if you're going to do something.
Yeah.
Well, the Anzac Day, I do the dawn service down Woodbridge.
Yep.
Down there. And I supply guard 4 blokes for the cenotaph down there. From our fire brigade.
Yep.
I'm guard commander down there, do all that.
Yeah,
And
right.
then always end up in town, up at Anglesey Barracks, up the Sergeant's Mess.
Yes.
There'd be mates down up there.
Yep.
I went into March last year, first time for about 40 years, because in the younger days I used to march every year. But I've got a bloody crook leg at the moment, and bloody fell down the steps
Oh.
about 4 or 5 weeks ago. And
Yeah, you don't recover so fast as we're getting older, do we, mate?
so she's pretty crook, so I don't think it'll be marching this year, because otherwise I'll be aggravated, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll march again next year.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I volunteered to go to Vietnam, but I joined up the CMF, which was reserves, you know.
Yep.
And I stayed in there 16 years. When Vietnam finished, a lot of my mates got out from where we were at, 47 Transport Company. And we became part of 44 Transport up in Devonport. So I still kept in touch with them up there. And every year we have a
Getting a raincoat? You really think you'll need it?
I don't know, just...
Yeah, just in case. Yeah, okay. No worries.
yeah, then we when 1973 when Vietnam finished, we became it was Royal Australian Army Service Corps, which went right back to Gallipoli, which was transport. Well, in 1973 they changed all the Royal Australian Corps Transport, so we became 47 Transport Squadron, Royal Australian Corps Transport.
Right.
So every year they have a dinner, regimental dinner, in May or June every year. And one year they were at Devonport, up to 44 Squadron.
Yep.
And the next year 47, the old 47 Squadron down there. And this year, it's only 4 weeks away, 5 weeks away. This year it's down here at the Officers' Mess, Anglesey Barracks, which is good, you know, you go there, and then next year it'll be back up Devonport again.
Yep.
And then last year was at Devonport, and after regimental, because you've got to wear your suit and got to wear a suit and tie and wear your medals, you know, with 2 medals. Got the Australian Defence Medal and the National Medal.
All right.
And wear them, and then you've got to wear that. So after the regimental side finished, last year we'd walk around in a few beers with the blokes there, you know, something we haven't seen for 50 years.
Right. Yeah.
And this old bloke, he walked around and he said to me, you don't remember, do you? Tell you. I said, yeah, Ralph de Boer. I said, you was one of our cooks out of the bush. I said, you never forget a cook, you know. He said he got a good memory from 85. Yeah, 85, he's still going, you know.
That's
And he'll get
fantastic.
there, he'll go
And you
there.
remembered him 50 plus years.
Yeah, I remembered him. And he said he got a good memory. I said, I remember you when you used to cook our meals out in the bush and that, you know.
Yeah, right.
We
Fantastic.
used to do exercise and that, you know. And been in transport, been around Tasmania that many times, you know. Been in mainland quite a few times, driving trucks. Been out with the Navy on HMO Trevor.
Oh, okay.
And then I've been with up in the Air Force, the Hercules and
Yep.
the Caribous and the bloody choppers.
Right, right.
Did a parachute packing course once with the Air Force. Yeah, I've got a picture in there, and I was on the front page of Mercury.
Parachute packing course. Jesus.
This would have been about 1974. We did a parachute packing course, and then we had to pack them all. And we had a Caribou, which they don't use anymore. They use them in Vietnam, like a small version of a Hercules. and the big back door opens up and you push your loads out, you know.
Mm.
So we had to put our parachutes on the dummy loads of big boxes and 44-gallon drums and pallets, you know, push them out.
Mm.
And one day one of my sons saw the photo in there, and then he said, "Dad," he said, what's that photo? What are you doing in that photo there? I said, I'm folding up a parachute, you know. And he said, he said, stuff the wood, jump out of a plane, that parachute you folded up.
Well, I was just going to go there. I was just going to say something like that, mate. Yeah, it's it's a pretty important job.
Yeah.
You don't want to get it wrong with a
And
fucking parachute.
Used to look at the choppers, you know, yeah. And because I was a corporal in the finish, I was section commander. When you're a section commander, in charge of your section, when you're carrying troops around, you do all the infantry work, you're the first one out, you know, and they take the doors off.
Mm.
They don't have doors on there.
Right.
Well, there's only a seatbelt holding you in there, and you sit on the outside, and you're flying around, you like this air. There's only fresh air between you and the ground.
Oh,
you know,
no.
pretty scary.
No.
But anyway, sometimes they stop. It depends what the ground's like. That sometimes they don't stop right down there. They hover a bit. So you got to get out of the skids, and the skids might be sort of that high. You know?
Mm.
Then you got to jump from there down on the ground. You got your rifle, your SLR, your ammunition, your pack, you know, whatever you're told to do. And once you're out, you've got to know how many men you've got, only 10 in the section, so it's not one flash yourself, it's 10. So before the chopper takes off, you've got to look around and make sure you've got all your men out, you know. Once you can count all the men,
Right.
but then you give the thumbs up to the chopper pilot away he goes, you know.
Right.
You go and do your thing.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive there.
Wow, mate. Yeah, you've done a few things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Once we did that camp with the Navy, well, we did it in Jarvis Bay. We went Saturday morning from here to Sydney, then we had leave Saturday, Sunday, yes, across there.
Yeah, as you would.
Yeah. And then,
Mate, I grew up in Sydney, and we used to, when I was a little kid, my old man used to take me and Mum. I don't know why he had a fascination with going to the Cross every Sunday morning, but he used to love driving us up to King's Cross for breakfast. That was like our treat. And then, you know, like as a little kid, you know, like watching everything that's going on at like 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning, that was eye-opening.
and then then on the Monday we loaded our trucks on the Trabuc, big landing ship, you know. We left Sydney 4 o'clock on the Monday afternoon to come down the coast, and I can't swim anyway because the bloke ordered to drown me down at Stug Beach. I'll tell you that in a minute. But we come out underneath the Sydney Harbour Bridge, we're heading out towards the Sydney Heads there, you know, and the Navy blokes said they'll got their lifeboat drill in case we've got to bloody use lifeboats, you know, down the coast.
Right.
Rough. And I said, they said, right, you're a corporal. I was in charge of what they call a tank deck.
You'd have been shitting yourself, wouldn't you?
And I said to this officer, I said, excuse me, sir, I said, I can't swim. They don't smoke and make captain because I can't swim. No, you're a corporal. She's your baby, you know. And I said, no, I can't swim. Don't matter. You're in charge of that lifeboat. Shut up, you know. The Navy was their ship, and they're the boss. So we come out the heads. We turned right. And we come down there. We went right under a southwester, you know. There's big bow door at the front end, all the trucks were underneath. There were a lot of trucks on top, but we weren't allowed out on top by the Navy blokes. And about 6 o'clock, we're coming down there and then just up our tea, and big long table, and eating your tea there. Next thing you get a bloody wave, and all of a sudden, your tea would go up.
Other end of the room.
Yeah. Then someone else has to come back, so you have someone else and have to fly up there, you know.
Yep.
And all that.
Oh, mate, that's
Yeah,
classic.